Hi everyone, welcome to One Stop Mathematical Solution. Today we are going to solve CSIR Net Mathematics December 2014 question paper. In this video we have only dealt with the abstract algebra part. First we look into the part B questions. Question 36. The number of conjugacy classes in the permutation group S6 is. So we have to find how many conjugacy classes are there for S6. So we'll look into the concepts used. The number of conjugacy classes of symmetric group Sn is found using the formula Pn of n, where Pn of n is the total number of partitions of n. So we'll look what is partition of n. For n belongs to Z plus, a sequence n1, n2, etc. up to nk is a partition of n if 0 less than n1 less than or equal to n2 less than or equal to n3 less than or equal to nk, and n can be written as sum of the n1s plus n2 plus etc. up to nk. So now we'll move on to the question. So they have given the group as S6, so we have to find the conjugacy class of S6. So that is equal to the partition of 6. How many ways P can be partition? So I have written that partition ways. Here we can find that 6 can be partitioned into 11 ways. So number of conjugacy class in S6 is equal to partition of 6, that is equal to 11. So we'll check the correct option. So the correct option is second one. Next question, question 39. The number of surjective maps from a set of 4 elements to a set of 3 elements is. So we have one set which contains 4 elements and another set which contains 3 elements. So we have to find how many surjective maps can be defined from first set to the second set. So we look into the concepts used. Consider a function f from x to y where cardinality of x is equal to m and cardinality of y is equal to m. If m greater than n, then the number of surjective functions which can be defined from x to y is given by this formula, that is equal to n power m minus nc1 n minus 1 whole power m plus nc2 into n minus 2 whole power m plus etc. So now we'll move on to the question. So we have to find how many surjective maps can be defined from a set of 4 elements to set of 3 elements. So here m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 3. So number of surjective functions, we are using this formula. Just substitute n and m. So that is equal to 3 power 4 minus 3c1 2 power 4 plus 3c2 1 power 4 plus 3c3 0 power 4. So that is equal to 81 minus 3 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 power 4 plus 3 factorial by 2 factorial. So simplifying this, we are getting the final answer as 36. So the number of surjective functions equal to 36. So we will check the correct option. So the correct option is first one. Next question, question 40. In the group of all invertible 4x4 matrices with entries in the field of 3 elements, any 3-silo subgroup has cardinality. So they are given a group here. We have to find the order of 3-silo subgroup in that group. So we'll look into the concept used. Order of a p-silo subgroup of GLN ZP is p power n into n minus 1 by 2. GLN of ZP is the group of all invertible n cross n matrices where entries are from the field of p elements. So if we note in the question, they are given the group of all invertible 4x4 matrix where entries are from the field of 3 elements. So this group is like GL of 4 of Z3. So we have to find the order of 3-silo subgroup in GL4 of Z3. So we'll check how to find that. So to find the order of 3-silo subgroup GL of 4 Z3, we're using this formula. So that is equal to 3 power 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2. That is equal to 3 power 4 into 3 by 2. So that's answer is 729. So order of 3-silo subgroup is 729. So we check the correct option. So the correct option is fourth one. Now we will move on to the part C questions. Question 85. Let G be a non-abelian group, then its order can be. So if G is a non-abelian group, we have to check which of the option can be its order. So we will look into the concept used. Group of order p square is always abelian. Order of G is equal to PQ, where PQ are distinct primes with P less than Q. If P divides Q minus 1, then G is isomorphic to abelian group or a non-abelian group. If P doesn't divide Q minus 1, then G is isomorphic to only the abelian group. Group of order PQ can be abelian or non-abelian. So we'll check the options one by one. So if order is 25, so order of G is equal to 25. 25 can be written as 5 square. So this is like P square form. So G is always abelian. So this option cannot happen. 55. So if order of G is equal to 55, 55 can be prime factorized as 5 into 11. Here 5 divides 11 minus 1. So G can be isomorphic to abelian group or a non-abelian group. So this option can be true. 125. So if order of G is equal to 125, 125 can be prime factorized 5 cube. So we know group of order P cube can be abelian or non-abelian. So this can also happen. So this option is also correct. Order 35, prime factorize it, that's equal to 5 into 7, and we have 5 dozen divides 7 minus 1. So G can only be isomorphic to an abelian group. So the correct options are the second and third one. Next question, question 87. Let R of x be the polynomial ring over R in one variable. Let I subset of R of x be an ideal then. So here they are given a polynomial ring, an ideal I. Then we have to find which of the following option is correct. So we look into the concept used. F is a field if and only if f of x is PID. In PID, ideal is maximal if and only if ideal is non-zero prime ideal. In PID, ideal I is equal to ideal generated by f of x polynomial is maximal if and only if the polynomial f of x is non-constant irreducible polynomial. So we'll move on to the question. So here R is a real number, so R is a field, so R of x is PID. Therefore the options 1 and 3 follows from the concept 2 and 3. Suppose if I take I is equal to x square plus 1, then R of x by I is equal to R of x by ideal generated by x square plus 1 is isomorphic to C. That of R of x by I is not isomorphic to R here. So this is a condition to the option 2. So we'll check the correct options. So the correct options are 1 and 3. So if we check the fourth option, it is like I is a maximal ideal if and only if there exists a non-constant polynomial f of x belong to I of degree less than or equal to 2. This is a wrong option because we know I is a maximal ideal if and only if the polynomial is a non-constant irreducible polynomial. Here it is only given non-constant polynomial. They have not said anything about the irreducibility factor. So this option is wrong. Next question, question 88. Let G be a group of order 45 then. So they are given a group of order 45. We have to check which of the options are true for this group. We will look into the concept used. Zn1 cross n2 etc. up to nk is isomorphic to Zn1 cross Zn2 etc. up to Znk if and only if GCD of n1, n2 etc. up to nk is equal to 1. For the elements a1, a2 etc. up to ak in Zn1 cross Zn2 etc. up to Znk, order of the element a1, a2 etc. up to ak is the least common multiple of order of a1 in Zn1, order of a2 in Zn2 etc. up to order of ak in Znk, where order of a1 divides n1, order of a2 divides n2 etc. up to order of ak divides nk. If p per n divides order of G, but p per n plus 1 doesn't divide order of G, then G has a p-silo subgroup of order p power n. Third silo theorem states the number of p-silo subgroup is found using the formula np is equal to 1 plus pk, where 1 plus pk should divide order of G by p per n. If p-silo subgroup is unique, if and only if p-silo subgroup is a normal subgroup of G. So now we'll move on to the question. So they are given order of G equal to 45 and it can be prime factorized 3 square into 5. So we'll check the options one by one. G has an element of order 9. So we'll check that statement. Suppose if I take G to be an abelian group, then G can be isomorphic to Z45, and Z45 can be isomorphic to Z3 cross Z3 cross Z5 using the first concept. So I am taking an element A, B, C from this group, and we need the order to be 9. So order of A, B, C should be 9. That is, least common multiple of order of A, order of B, order of C should be 9, such that order of A divides 3, order of B divides 3, order of C divides 5. But we cannot find any numbers such that the LCM of these numbers become 9 here. So this is not possible. So this option is wrong. Second option, G has a subgroup of order 9, or third option, G has a normal subgroup of order 9. G essentially has a 9 silo subgroup of order 9, since 3 square divides order of G, but 3 cube doesn't divide order of G. So it is from the second concept. So using third silo theorem, we are finding the number of 9 silo subgroup, which is n9, which is equal to 1 plus 9k, and this 1 plus 9k should divide 5. So this is only possible for k is equal to 0. That is, we are getting 9 silo subgroup as a unique subgroup. Hence 9 silo subgroups and normal subgroup by the last concept. So these two options are correct. So the last option, G has a normal subgroup for order 5. Essentially, G has the normal subgroup for order 5, since 5 divides order of G and 5 square doesn't divide order of G. So using the third silo theorem, we will find the number of 5 silo subgroup, that is equal to 1 plus 5k, where 1 plus 5k divides 9. This is possible only for k is equal to 0. Therefore, we got 5 silo subgroup as unique subgroup. Hence, 5 silo subgroup are normal subgroup. So this option is also correct. So now we will check the correct options. So the correct options are 2, 3 and 4.